Yay.
Whew. Either this winter is mild or it's late. I actually had a lot to do today. I packed a lot. So today had objectives. I wasn't really doing a proficiency run. Because of the weather being pretty cold, I wanted to function test some of my stuff. First was the triad, which didn't seem to like running. Then I just ran my normal carbine just to see if it would run with cold ammunition and being stored in the truck overnight. That did well. Then I went to try out the really, really short guy. I did tinker with the gas on that one, and he seems to run better suppressed as well. I did try a couple of different suppressors with the triad just to see if I could get that one to work. Then I also took the XCR out for another outing to do a function test and make sure the gas settings are good with the cold ammo. Also went to double check the zero, and it's holding still pretty consistent, so I'm happy with it as well. And then I finally decided to get around to getting the Strybog zeroed out. I also got the new threaded barrel on my CZ Compact, so I wanted to make sure that the zero didn't need any, if at all, adjusting. Which was great because it absolutely didn't. It also suppresses very well. Didn't shoot my shadow today, but it's fine. I accomplished a lot in the last couple of hours I was out there.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Nightmare Before Christmas is just a full plastic. Thank you.
Ryan, want to do a shot with us?
Oh, she actually got the jigger out.
Whoa, Ron.
You made this joke last time. Whatever happened to the jigger I gave you guys? The cylindrical one.
We have
Hey,
it.
you gotta edit out some reason.
I said jigger.
It's watermelon absolute.
Oh, it's absolute, of course.
Does that eat us?
There's something else I know you won't use, but I know you get a kick out of. You're doing medical shit, so I thought you'd like it. No, I mean like flip through it. Well, probably don't want to.
That's so sick. Thank you.
I got that because I originally got this.
Is that a D20 set?
Oh, it's from the guy who does Vsauce. He does like a bunch of random product stuff.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Oh! Damn.
That's game pretty much.
Fuck, yeah, pretty much.
Have a good day.
You too.
Oh, I didn't think I'd be able to do it, but I got out to shoot on February. It was at freezing, but the wind picked up, so the wind chill made it feel worse. Of course, first things first is a triad. As is typical, I reconfigured it a bit since the last time I shot, although no internal changes. I just reduced bulk by, instead of using the full carry rail, I just went with a shorter stubby one towards the rear. But I wanted to test it with the B&T low flow suppressor I had, because I didn't test it last time, and it didn't really like that. Then I just put a couple of rounds through my normal AR, and like last time, they didn't really like the heavier grain specialty ammo, but when it came to like the full power FMJ training ammo, it worked just fine. No hiccups. And then with the XCR, I just wanted to get the final zeroing confirmation out. Because my methodology when it comes to zeroing stuff that I plan to put in rotation, I like to zero at 3 different occasions. And this is the 3rd outing with the XCR, especially in the winter. I got it zeroed with the heavy grain stuff, and it's reliable, so that is definitely good to go. But the main reason for the outing was the integrally suppressed build I just whipped together. It's a CMMG build, radial delayed blowback, so it's supposed to be really good to suppress. And it was. I mean, it was a little gassier than I expected. I had to change the charging handle out, but honestly, I don't know what I was expecting. I thought it'd be at least a little bit less gassier than my 5.56 builds, but oh boy, it definitely isn't. Either way, it was a hoot to shoot, other than being gassy. Oh, and I also, funnily enough, after tweaking the gas settings on the shorty AR, the really small 8.3 inch 5.56, I was worried that if that becomes too unreliable, I would probably just swap it out with that 9mm integral suppressed upper. But it turns out yeah, with that short one, last time I was out in January, I was able to get it to function pretty consistently and reliably with the 2 suppressors I had, the 30 cal one and the 5.56. But I never actually got around to testing it on the B&T, which I did today. And it didn't seem to have any serious hiccup with the B&T suppressor, which means that any suppressor will make it reliable. Also got around to shooting the pistols today too. And then there was a Shadow 2, which I was able to get a couple of rounds out as well today. I did order a new suppressor with my tax refund. I was thinking about making it a dedicated one for one of my carbines. So I'm gonna have to test it out because I know the short AR doesn't seem to care what kind of suppressor is on it. It just seems like it needs a little bit more dwell time. It seems to work with any of my suppressors, the high flow B&T, my Form 1 high back pressure, and my 30 cal can. So the Triad, on the other hand, I'm not 100% sure yet if it wants just increased back pressure instead of dwell time. So or else it will probably end up keeping my Form 1 suppressor on it. We'll find out.
Man, it's nice to see Thor and Hulk back together again. That was Crime 101. The cast was pretty well set up. You got Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, and Halle Berry. Of course, Mark Ruffalo's got to play another beaten down cop of some sort, just like Now You See Me, Shutter Island, Zodiac. And I was wondering how they're going to cast Chris Hemsworth. He's made out to be a very competent and effective individual for his, desired career. But what's really cool is he's not, like, super charismatic. Like, he seems socially awkward, intelligent, maybe on the spectrum. He has that funny dichotomy between being good at what he does, but being very meticulous. It's a good showing from Chris Hemsworth, especially, it does remind me of Black Hat, another crime thriller style movie. In that one, I felt he was a little more suave, but in this one, he does seem like, a type of guy who is in a different headspace when it comes to dealing with people versus dealing with a job. It felt grounded and authentic, the characters. Although Mark Ruffalo just being another cop again, trying to work the system as best he can, but he seems to be, fighting the whole system by himself. And Halle Berry being a disillusioned insurance adjuster or whatever. But there wasn't any crazy gunfights. Not really car chases, but there was scenes with cars. I love that they kind of gave enough of background. I'm glad they gave, not too much expository for the main character. Chris Hemsworth's character is kind of like, mysterious and nebulous on his origins, and they don't go too much into trying to exposit on that, which I think is fine. They leave enough to the imagination. But there were some threads in the movie that I was kind of worried they weren't going to resolve in a satisfying way. Although they did clean it up towards the end. It's not meant to be a franchise of any sort, so. But not a bad movie for February.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.